as well. All right, welcome. Okay, I'm going to start from right here. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Mountain Man Explore the Truth. This is going to be called Mountain Man Talks. So basically, we're just going to talk, and sometimes I'll bring on a special guest, and hopefully, people will come on the show. And I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm hoping it works. The Wi-Fi might be connected. I don't know. I'm looking at it, and I have some low bars there, but this is just a test run to see how good the connection is. If it's terrible on YouTube, I may just delete it and just post it on Spotify. But on that note, guys, I just plug in some of the work. If you had any encounter or experience that you'd like to share on the show, be sure to message me. You can email me at mountainmanett@gmail.com. Again, mountainmanett@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook. Look for Blake Botel. I hope you're all doing well on this New Year's Eve, and I hope you had a great Christmas. Um, I'll talk about some experience I had throughout life. I've talked about bits and pieces of it on the show. Um, I figure why not start with something like that? I'm gonna go live here, so people will know I'm going live. Um, Hold on a second. You can see I'm a rookie at this, huh? Okay, here we go. All right, guys, I'm going live on YouTube right now. If anybody's watching this on Facebook, I would like you to go to YouTube to let me know if it seems like it's connecting well and you can hear me fine. If it's glitching out, please comment and let me know. Um, I'm doing like a special shows like this. I'm gonna try to do like maybe every other week. It just all depends what I got to talk about. I'll try to do it once a week. It's basically gonna be called Mountain Man Talks, So it'll be special guests coming on. We'll talk about whatever. So if you're seeing this, guys, I'm going to do a quick little video for YouTube. And if you see this right now, go to YouTube and let me know if you can see it live. Because I'm trying it with my weak connection, I think. It's still okay for being out in the truck this far. Um, the Wi-Fi really sucks up here. I got terrible Wi-Fi. I'm definitely going to upgrade to a better one. Then I can actually do a better job connecting, and doing shows. But on that note, if anybody's out there and wants to check it out, be sure to check YouTube out and let me know if you see it working or not. If not, then I guess I'm gonna have to just do pre-recorded shows for right now. I'm hoping I'm connected to YouTube. I'm seeing on here, it looks like it is, but it could be glitching out. So I'm sending that message to Facebook right now, and I'll probably end it there. So I'm on YouTube and I'm recording right now. And let's see how this works. I'm gonna look at it right now. It shows it's playing and stuff, but I can't really hear anything because I'm using this other platform for recording. Because if I were to hit the record or play on the YouTube as well, you'll hear double voices, and we don't want that. So let me know if you see it on YouTube and you hear it live. Comment or something, and let me know. Thanks, guys. Okay. All right, guys. So let's get into it. So, my past life, I dealt with a lot of strange things through life, experience, and things I, couldn't explain when I was a kid. Probably had to been like 5 or 6. Man, this is a little too bright in my eyes. Sorry, guys. Move that up there a little bit. I might need to put it right. If I could just get it to turn. You see how prepared I was. Um, so when I was a kid, I lived over on 115th in Portland there. I still remember this like it was, it's like yesterday. I remember I was woken up in the middle of the night and I thought I heard sounds, but it wasn't sounds, it was a light. I remember seeing a bright yellow orb type light and it if I remember oh, well, let me go more back on that. So I thought I heard a humming sound, like a humming sound. And I remember I thought this was a dream. But thinking back, I don't think it was because why would I remember it? So I remember pulling the curtains back, and I go to look out, and I see this round circle looking humming type, I mean pulsation yellow light, and it was, I don't know, I can't remember how big it is, but it was big enough, like it looked like to me be a bigger than a, because it was up there a ways above the tree line. I can't remember the size of it, but all I can tell you is I seen an orb light, and I remember looking at it and it freaked me out. I closed the curtains and I went back and threw the blanket over my head and tried to go to sleep. And guess what? I don't remember nothing after that. I don't. I feel like my mind just went blank because I don't remember what happened. I don't remember if I fell back to sleep. I don't remember anything after that. But I always remember that in the back of my mind that I saw something, out there, and I don't know if I lost time in there or what, but that's just the beginning. So after I don't know how long later on I think we I had to ask my mother, but or my dad that we moved, and we ended up moving just right down the road a little ways to another house that was a little bit bigger. My throat's froggy, guys. Excuse me. So I moved down the street a little ways with my family, and I experienced things there too. And my brother did, and other siblings have too. That house, think there was definitely some kind of spirit, maybe something demonic. I don't know. I remember when I was a kid in the basement. This is years gone by. This is going away from the orb thing because I don't remember nothing after that, guys. I don't. I'm on tell you the honest truth. I don't. Um, so it went by time, right? Years. Excuse me. And I remember going in the basement, playing with my brother and my sister. I couldn't remember my brother being there, but he said he was there, so it's a faint memory. I just remember seeing my sister because she was standing right there in front of the bar. The basement had a built-in bar, and behind the bar, me and my sister and my brother happened to see a shadow figure that had red eyes, and I still see that image in my mind. And I remember we all looked at each other and we ran. We all three of us ran upstairs and we went to go tell our uncle because he was babysitting us at the time. And he went down there. We followed him down there. We were all freaked out. We went down there and he checked it out and he didn't see anything, but his dog was growling and barking in the corner of that bar. And he didn't see it and we didn't see it again. But all I could tell you is it was like a black shadow figure. You could see the silhouette of a human shape, something. I don't know. You could just see a shape, and you could just see these red eyes, and it freaked the crap out of me. I still remember. I could probably draw it and show it to you guys sometime. So yeah, that was a interesting first thing I ever dealt with. Well, could have been other things. I just can't remember. I just remember that yellow orb thing. So time goes on. I don't know when this happened to my brother Troy, my older brother. He saw some things in that house too that gone on. He remember seeing the carpet. Let me put my drink down here. Sorry guys for the back sound there. He said he remember seeing footprint impression in the carpet going to the stairs, if I remember right. Yeah, the stairs. I'm gonna bring him on sometime if he's ever got free time. Talked about some things he's experienced. He's experienced some strange things too. He definitely seen something in the woods too. Um, it, yeah, he's had some experience too. A lot of my siblings have actually, definitely on my mother's side. My dad's side, I don't know for sure. I had to find out, digging deeper in that. But definitely heard stories on my mom's side. But yeah, he remembers seeing the compression, in the carpet. Is it connected to what we saw in the basement? It could be. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely freaky. I do remember feeling like I was being watched all the time when I played in the basement. So I didn't play in the basement anymore after that, really. I only did if I had somebody else with me down there. And I had a traumatic incident happen to me upstairs in the attic. Always felt like something was in there. And my cousin, of course, he was playing. I went in there. I was just, being a kid, I went in there to check it out. And I thought he was going to follow me in there. And what he does, he shuts the door on me. He shuts the door on me, and I'm freaking out, banging on the door. Let me out, because he can't get out. He's got to get you out from the outside. So yeah, that freaked me the heck out. I felt like something was there. I felt like I was being touched from my back by something grabbing me, and I was like, yeah. I was all panicking, and I got upset. I'm pretty sure I was bawling my eyes out. I was just a kid, and I remember saying something touched me in there, and something grabbed me. So I don't know. There was something in that house. I'll tell you that. Um, there's probably more stories to be told. I think my mom said she's had some experience in the laundry room. It's in the same area. There was a laundry room in the back corner, and there was like a little room in the middle for a play area for us to play with our toys. And then there's the bar area in the back corner with the pool table. And then there was this other little area that looks like a little room that you could just put stuff. So it's quite a big, decent house, basement. And so time went by and we moved out of there. I'll have to dig in deeper and find out if anybody else is in my family had experience. Sorry, guys, I'm allergies today. I think I'm getting over something too because I was feeling ill the last few days. But I did find out that the house was moved there, but the basement was new. So that's what's weird. I guess the basement was built new for that house, and they put it there. So the house was moved from somewhere else and moved there. I'm not sure where, but it was definitely an old house. It's one of those houses that sorry about that, guys. It's not so much room in this, but truck. So yeah, there was something in there. Uh, definitely something in that house because I don't know if there's a history behind that house. Um, it's very interesting though, guys, because let's see if anybody's watching. Sorry, guys, I just want to see if it's working or not. Um, Let me write hello. See if anybody's here. Let me know, guys, if the video's playing okay. I hope it is. If not, I got it back up, recording it right now on another set here, and I even got the audio recording too, so it could be for the show. Oh man, I'm gonna hold on a second, guys. There, I had to clear my throat. They want you to hear my loud cough in your ear. So moving on from there. So time's gone by. I'm trying to remember other things that happened. I remember, well, this is still living at that house actually. I was going over to my cousin Brett's house. I need to bring him on because he really remembers some of this stuff too. Um, I remember hearing about the Hat Man. The Hat Man, I've heard of on a few podcast shows. It's like a Hat Man figure. You can see a shadow, of a Hat Man and red eyes. So it's another incident with something with red eyes. So I remember seeing that with my cousin. What happened was we were in his house, and his house was over in Gresham, or yeah, Rockwood area. So that old house he was living in, his dad built that area. It used to be a garage. He built into a play area and room in there for him because it was a small house. Um, so there could be a history in that house too. I don't know. I remember my cousin Brad looking behind him because we felt like something was staring at us. Both looked back and we looked at each other like, "What is that?" We see something with red eyes, uh, almost like a Dick Tracy type hat, if you know what that is, like a round hat. Um, what was weird, it kind of did a little thing where it was looking at us and then went into the wall, disappeared. So that was a creepy incident that happened with my cousin, and he could back that up too. He saw it too. We had a few things happen in that house. I remember we were goofing off and playing in the front room, and we seen something kind of shadow. I guess he calls shadow people. I did a show with Donna just recently about shadow people. That'll be dropping next week. Um, I don't know what it was, but I remember seeing that. And time goes on. We getting older now, so I'm probably about 15, 16 years old, and he is too. It's another incident. I'm thinking this happened shortly after. No, not shortly. Years has gone by. I'm trying to remember. Um, so he didn't move too much further away. He moved down into Gresham more, closer to Troutdale. It's a nice place, and we don't know the history of that house. but we think maybe there was an old man that lived there. This is going to go into what we'd experienced. We did see hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to see if anybody I hope it's working, but I won't know until I go back and check. Hopefully it's working, guys. Um I apologize, guys. I'm just trying to wing this and make sure everything's working, and I'll edit the Spotify version to cut it down. Anyways, guys, so we had an incident happen there while I was sitting in a lazy boy chair watching TV, and I'm thinking we were watching Dragon Ball Z or something, and he's over there, I think by his computer, he was gaming, and he happened to be looking over watching TV with me, and then he remember seeing a ghost figure, like an old man ghost figure. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. I had a weird little flicker happen on my light. Anyways, he said he saw an old man ghost figure walk through me and walk back out and disappeared. Like it went into like it was like backed up, gone. And he said, clear as day, he said it looked like a heavy set. I think if I'm right, I gotta correct myself on that, but I think he said it was kind of like a heavy set old man that walked through and backed out. So we think maybe there was an old man that lived there that passed on, and he's still there. So I don't. I remember seeing something through the back patio window when he said that because I got freaked out because I felt the chill. So I backed away and I go and check it out from the back patio looking. I'm like, what was that? And because I could see a figure out there too. It looked like an old man. So this all happened in the same night. So time goes on. Brett said he's had some more incidents happen there, and that was the only time something happened to me there with him to witness it. So my cousin witnessed a few things with me. So time goes on. I'm about the same age. I moved out in Boring. I thought I heard somebody talking. I don't think anybody's outside, but that's where I heard somebody go, "Hey!" So I have to go back and make sure. Anyways, it could be my stand here making noises. So moved out into Boring. I know it's a town called Boring, but it's right in Sandy, so I basically lived on the borderline of that area. We moved to a trailer park, and we lived in a pretty nice mobile home place actually. So I kind of grew up the rest of my life there into adult. Had some experience there. I've seen UFOs out there, things flying around the sky that I couldn't explain. I was like, "What is that?" And I'm up late. You're young. You always stay up late until 2 or 3 in the morning. But we're gonna go into what I saw in the field. I called the lady, basically the lady. I think it's the lady in the white dress is what I would call her because she looked like she was something in the early 1900s or late 1800s. Maybe in the 1880s to 1920 somewhere. Just kind of remind me of that general time frame. But yeah, she was. I remember I was out there when I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit cigarettes years ago. Thank God, terrible habit. Um, I remember sitting out there or standing actually, and I was standing up. And it's just me up in the night, and you can hear coyotes off in the distance. You're out in the country farmland. This mobile home's in the middle of farmland. Um, trailer park, excuse me. So I'm looking out there and I see a glow, and I'm going, man, what the hell's that? I'm a little tired, I'm going, I'm seeing things or what? So I get it, I just keep watching it. And I see that kind of going like, kind of trying to show you on the camera, kind of moving slowly towards me like this, and it starts to get bigger. Um, as it got closer, I start to see it, to see the figure. It looked like a woman in a white dress, and she just floating on top of the grass, just floating. And it looked like she just floating around, looking around, just kind of going all over the place. And that's what freaked me out. What freaked me out is the way she turned and looked right at me. So that freaked me the heck out, guys, right there when I was a kid. I remember going, what the you know what the f is what I said when I was that young. And she was coming at me like I feel like she was coming at me fast. I didn't give enough time to watch. I just seen it coming close to me, coming towards me. It's probably about a mile, less than a mile actually, probably like a half a mile into the field there, and it's getting close and brighter. And that's what I could see. I could just see it looked white. Everything was white. I couldn't make out the color of her hair. If I would say white blonde, I don't know. Just everything looked white on her. She was just glowing. You could just see the dress and stuff like that. So that's what really got me and it freaked me out. I remember throwing my cigarette and I'm like, ow. I ran in the house and I ran in my room and I waited in there for a few minutes and then I went back out, sneaking out, and I'm all freaked out, worried I'm gonna see a face at the window, at the back door. So I just slowly go to the patio and I kind of peek out. It's nothing. It's gone. So I talked about that with people around the trailer park and they told me they seen the same thing. So um that kind of backed up my what I saw because they saw the same thing. And supposedly there was a woman that fell out of the back of a truck there that died down the road, but I'm not sure what the time frame on that is, if it was in the old times or what. Still trying to figure that out. So that's a few experience I had, guys. And throughout life, these shadow people, I've always seen shadow figures throughout life. I just waved it off as imagination. I'm like, I'm seeing things. I'm just seeing things, whatever. And, I'm just checking my stuff here, guys. Sorry. I'm hoping it's all going live and it may not be. I really hope it is. But I seen this shadow figure and I didn't know what these shadow figures, I mean, I should say, throughout life. I didn't know what to make of it. I just thought it was my imagination because I got terrible eyes. I wear contacts, I wear glasses. So I just waved it off. Must have a particle in my eye or something, because I always saw it in the corner of my eyes from a distance. You'll see like a little shadow figure looking over and then gone, disappeared. But there's a few times I looked directly at it and saw it and it was just standing there and then it just, moved off like a mist, real slow. No red eyes though on these shadow figures. I never saw any red eyes on these other ones I've seen. So I don't know if you call them shadow people or spirits. And they always happen to be uh in like older homes or like in the woods in like certain areas that I felt like maybe there's some history there because there was like old buildings. So I don't know. There could be a connection there. Could be a spirit that's trapped and not knowing that they are gone. I don't know. We don't. We all don't really know. Um, in the basement, I don't know. I feel like that's something demonic, but the red eyes. But these shadow figures I've seen throughout life, and I still seen them. I mean, I lived in Sandy, and I was renting this house with my family, like my wife and kids, and I would see things in that house. I seen things in the hallway, like a shadow going up and down in there, because we would have a little tiny light on so you could see when you're going down the hall to go to the bathroom. Just a nice little night light, and you would see a little shadow figure. And I have animals, so I figure, oh, it's my cat. Oh, it's my little dog. I had a Jack Russell at the time and a Chihuahua, and I just made it out to that because I was an up late person. Just the way my work schedule was, I just sit out there and watch TV. And in time, my wife brought up some strange things, and I'm like, the hell? Then I saw something going down the hallway then, because it looked like a shadow, a big figure going down, and I just waved it off as an animal going down it or whatever. You're tired, but she's seen and heard things going down there in that house, and it felt like something was watching her sometimes there. I did too. So I think there was a history there that something happened there too. That's why I say I think these things are connected to older homes or when they died, they just weren't ready to go. I don't know what they are, but I find it interesting. And we lived at an apartment one time too. Actually, this apartment was before this house. We lived at this apartment one time, and um, it's, yeah, it's in Sandy. We lived in this apartment, and we don't know the history of these apartments. They were there probably the first apartments built there. Excuse me, guys. She claims that she heard the door jiggle, moving, and my kids. It wasn't my kids. My kids would never come in there. They were once they're asleep, they're out. Just had little toddler and kindergarten kid at the time. Um, so they were out. They're asleep in their room, door shut, and I happened to be in the front room on that incident too, where I was just sitting out there and I passed out on the couch. But my wife asked, "Did you try messing with me, jiggling the door and opening and shut it?" And I go, "No." And then she goes, "Well, that's what was going on last night." And I'm like, she thought it was me. So something happened there. She had an incident happen there. So that was an interesting one too. And so I'm trying to think of if I should share some things that's happened out here. And yeah, what the hell? I'll share it with you guys because it didn't happen to me. It happened to my daughter. So I don't know if kids can see things that we can't. I know I can see things at times, but I don't know. I don't see these kind of things that she's seen. I'm surprised. I mean, she freaked her out. Actually, there's that house I lived over on in Sandy. Um, the one I was talking about, something going down the hallway back and forth. I forgot that my daughter saw something in that room. What she saw was something, you know, kneeling down with the knees up in the air and the hands on the ground. She saw. She's just a toddler at the time talking about it. She said she saw like a monster on her knees up in the air, feet on the ground, and the hands on the ground, with long black hair, and she couldn't see the face, but it had long black hair, and it was looking over me and my wife. And my daughter was sleeping in the bed with her, but she saw it, and that freaked me out. That freaked me the hell out, guys. I was like, what is she seeing? I thought maybe it's just her imagination. Time goes, she's gotten older. Out here where I live, these things they call the pell crawler or whatever in the hell they want to call them? Night crawler, crawlers, whatever they call them. Well, she saw that in the woods here. She said she saw a naked looking man thing and no hair. She couldn't see the face on it. And she said it was tall, skinny, crawling around out in the trees. Yeah. When I heard that, it made me instantly go, that's some reports that people talked about, like the pill crawler. So I think she did see it. I thought she was just seeing things. I go, honey, you're just imagining things. She happened to see this right before, oh, well, it was summertime, so it wasn't dark. She saw this around 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. So it wasn't dark when she saw this thing. Freaked her out so bad. She panicked and ran to place and told her mom first. They always run to mama first. And then my wife told me about it, and then she told me about it. I told her, give me details of this. This happened about two, two or yeah, about 2.5 years ago, and it's freaked her out since then. Um, so what do you make of that? Pill crawler? I don't know. You tell me, guys. I don't know what it was. I showed pictures of this thing. People claim they see. She said it looked kind of like that, but it was taller and skinny because it stand up when it got off the ground. Because once it noticed that, she saw it. So my son was out there too. He just didn't know what the heck she saw. He freaked out and ran with her because he was like, "What?" He he ran. So he didn't stay to look. So, but yeah, she's had a few things happen. This just Halloween, this recent Halloween, her and my son were in the car. My wife had gotten back from was it a day before? No, it wasn't exactly on Halloween. It was it was like during the like a week of Halloween. And she opened the trunk to get groceries and stuff out, whatever she was doing. And the kids are still in the car because it's dark out here and they didn't want to get out. They're scared. So they're waiting for her to come back out with a flashlight. And they thought I was outside. I was in the camper. They heard the trunk drop. And when they first told me that, I go, you sure it just didn't drop on its own, guys? Because the way the hill slanted, because it could just boom, shut. And then my daughter goes, no, I saw a hand on the back window go down. I go, what? So I came back out here with a light looking everywhere, making sure nobody was on the property here. We're out in the woods, foothills of the national forest. We got neighbors, but they don't dare coming over here. We got German shepherds. quite a bit of German shepherds, I should say. So I don't know. I'm starting to think my daughter might be gifted because just a few days ago, just a few days ago, she saw a shadow figure in our camper with red eyes and horns. Yeah. You want to know where? On my bed. And it was just her and my wife in there. She actually told her when she woke up because she threw the blanket on her head. I don't know. Maybe my daughter just seeing things. I don't know. But I don't know. I swear some kids are gifted. I think they see these things and I'm starting to believe it. And I just told her, you just use the prayer and pray to God and Jesus and protect you. And it works. I believe it does. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something trying to mess with us. We did prayer around it to make sure nothing's here. We haven't had any incidents since then, but maybe she just gifted and she sees these things. So we don't know the history of this property. We do know some guy committed suicide down in Canada ways. Maybe that's connected. I don't know. Uh, Grandfather passed away next door. They owned the property before. So I don't know. It could be anything. Um, what she saw in there sounded like something demonic, and that freaked me out. And I got goosebumps about it. I was like, oh, honey, you better put some sage around here and do some prayers, because that freaked me out when they told me. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's all the weird, strange things that happened through my life, and I don't know what to make of it. Is it? Huh. Well, I'm recording it through another device too. I'm about to end it here, anyways. So hold on a sec. So getting feedback from my wife that it's just glitching out on the internet, so it's not working. That's okay. I'm gonna upload a video later. Have my kid edit it and put it up. It's just a short show, guys. So it was nothing long. So that's what I'm gonna do with Mountain Man Talks. We're gonna we're gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna stop the streaming because it's not working there. So we're just gonna keep the recording going. All right. So I stopped the streaming, and you guys are gonna notice that on there. But I'm gonna edit it out and take it out and put the actual video up. What I have right here. Hopefully it'll be fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed what I shared with you. Stuff that's happened. There was more to share. You know what? I can bring this up to it was about 2 years ago. Well, I brought it up in one of my first couple episodes. Did I see a Bigfoot? I don't know. I don't know if I did or not, but I think I might have. A couple times, actually. I saw something going through the clear cut, and it looked like going like this, like just fluid with the grass, just move and float. It looked like I was floating, but I'm sure it was walking. And then time goes by, I seen a truck over there, which would be smaller. And I saw the guy go out there. He looked like that when he's walking around out there. The thing I saw out there was this big. Sorry, guys, I'm using a finger on the video of this show. So if you guys want to see what I'm trying to show a description of, you just look on YouTube. So did I see a Bigfoot? I don't know. I'm gonna say yeah, but I don't know. I don't really know, guys. I also saw something in the stream down below the canyon here. There's a water, a creek that runs through the property down there. Not far. I could hear it when I opened the door. Me and my dog were walking around down there. I actually got a video of it. I'm not sure if I want to share it because it just looks like one of those, blotch, those little blurry videos that people share and say there's a creature there. I don't want to be one of those guys and go, that's a Bigfoot. But I could tell you right now, it was a gray looking figure down there in the creek. It looked like it was trying to catch something in the water because it kept moving around. I tried to zoom in with my phone and it was terrible footage, guys. So I could share it on my group page and let you guys be the ones to guess on it. So if you guys like to join the group page, it's on Facebook. Look for Mountain Man Explore the Truth. Go ahead and join in. You can share anything you want, information, so on. Anyways, guys, I hope you're enjoying Mountain Man Explore the Truth. This is something new I'm gonna do for the show. It'll get better, so bear with me. I know it might be not as entertaining for you without a guest, but we'll get there. We're gonna bring guests on here and there, and hopefully it'll work. So I hope you guys enjoy the show, and it'll get better, guys. Once I get moved in the house, it's gonna even be a blessing because I'm gonna get a better internet, so I can actually see people and talk to them as my guests. But not everybody wants to be on video, so I respect that because a lot of the guests I had were open to it, but some are like more comfortable just doing the phone line in like I do. But bringing some past guests back on too, so that's gonna be cool. I'm gonna try to reach out to Rye here soon to set up a show with him. He has some things to share. Rye from Codega, Codex of Curiosity. Go check it out, guys. Such a long name like mine. I'm pretty sure his sounds just smart. so, sorry, Rye. I hope I said your name correctly, man. I'm a brain. I'm a doof. I'm an idiot. I'm sure I said it right. He's got a good show. I always call it a Codex. Keep it short. Very entertaining show. He's got a good show set up. Go check it out, guys. Um, you're probably already familiar with him. And there's Planet 412, I think it was. I'm terrible with remembering. I haven't watched too much of Matt's stuff. I when I go time in there, I'll sit there and watch some of his stuff. I like his stuff. It's kind of got like a storytelling, back story on it. It's pretty cool. I like it. Of course, he'll bring guests on and do shows like that. But he's got a good setup. He's a good guy. I need to get in touch with him and maybe do a show with him again. Anyways, guys, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you have a happy new year. Hopefully it gets better. So you made it to the end. Awesome. Um, so if you had anybody, or if you know anybody who wants to come on the show, um, to share their experience, share their books, share conspiracy theories, anything that you got on mind that you want to share on Mountain Man Explore the Truth, you are welcome to come on. Email me at mountainmanett@gmail.com. Again, mountainmanett@gmail.com. Or you can private message me on Facebook. Look for Blake Botel. And I'll spell that last name out because I think people have trouble with it. Or you can just look on the link there. It might show it on there. Botel. Pretty easy. I hope to hear from you guys. And this is stuff I'm going to try to do more often. It could be once a week. It could be once every other week because, I'm not going to bore you guys with stuff that you may already been entertained by. But, whatever comes to my mind, I'll share it. So I hope you guys enjoyed those experience I had and my daughter had and people I know that had. Um, there's a lot more stuff that I could share, but it's just stuff that I'm not ready to share. I mean, it's basically shared, but I wasn't ready to share. I see these shadow figures here and there, and I don't know what to make of it. And is there something around me? I don't know. I pray to the God and Jesus to protect me and my family from anything that's lingering around. I always do, just because I'm getting involved with this stuff. I'm getting into it and I'm interested in it. So, but if you guys haven't checked out the show yet, start from number one episode. You'll find it more on Spotify, but there's some episodes on YouTube. But most of my episodes are on Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio. I can't remember what else, but I'm gonna try to put it on more platforms for people to see. So I hope you guys enjoy Mountain Man Explore the Truth. So have a happy new year, guys. So I wish you well and a great year, a better year. And the last few years has been hell, guys. I'll have to say the last 4 years, really. I mean, my life, it's been a struggle since then. So let's hope it gets better. If it don't, then I guess we need to make a big change, don't we? Remember, all of us together is strong. So remember that. So until next time, guys, let's explore the truth together. Have a good night, guys, and Happy New Year. Goodbye.